Good morning. Oh, hey. Who is this with your what is this? Whose little hello is that? Siege's BS. Who is that? You guys and your handles. Who is that? Well, good morning. I am totally ready to talk. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Jack. How are you guys? Hi, Peter. So I'm sitting here on my couch, got my fourth cup of coffee. You'd think maybe I could break the coffee addiction while I'm hanging out at home, but no. Ah, Mira. Okay, so tell me some questions you guys are thinking about or topics you're thinking about the pandemic. I don't know if you like watched the video today, the posts with all the numbers. The fact that New York went up 10,000 people overnight, like that is some crazy amount of number. It's just really freaking me out. Jack, I'm sorry you're sick. What kind of sick? I hope you're not too sick. Only my fourth cup. Yeah, Peter, only my fourth. My boyfriend said, you drink too much coffee. You got to cut that out. Sorry, I drink a lot of coffee. I don't know what to tell you guys. Jack, that's not good. I don't want to hear dry cough and fever. I don't want to lose anybody to corona. So you better just get better. Positive thoughts, my friend. Positive thoughts. Do remote learning or do I have to like actually go to work sick? That's not good, Jack. I'm really sorry. That's terrible. And you lost your job. And I'm really sorry about that too. Peter, don't say that. Jack doesn't have the plague. Don't say that shit. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, what's everybody thinking about? Sarah, I'm glad you're well. Hey, Gary. Plague Gang. Oh my God, yeah. There's a name for us. Second period Plague Gang. That'll be fun. Okay, so give me something you guys want to know more about, or a question maybe you had after watching the HIV stuff, or a question you've got about pandemic. I'm putting together a presentation on vaccines and how that works. So hopefully that's really our key to this, is finding some kind of medical scientific thing we can do to slow it. So that's really should be the scientific community's priority, along with finding more supplies. So I definitely just kind of, I don't know, watching the news, watching Trump give his speech yesterday afternoon. He's like ready to reopen everything in a week. And we are just about to hit the worst part of this. It's definitely not going to get better for a bit. Yeah, I know. Sarah says if you're trying to support businesses, isn't it also kind of dangerous for them if they have to deliver stuff? It is. They're saying that it's best if you can pay online and they just drop it at the door. So if the business allows you to pay online, like I don't know how DoorDash works, but like if you can pay online, right? And then like just leave it there, that they're saying that's the best way to do it. It is kind of dangerous though. But I mean, some people seriously don't have any way to make money. Like this is it and they have to do it. So there's not a choice. Yeah, I saw that they were making 3D printed ventilators, but now there's a lawsuit. I didn't see that, Jack. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that Tesla is redoing their whole factory to be able to make ventilators. So that's cool. They're going to totally redo everything here. So hopefully that works. Oh, yeah, Gary. So he's gone on the road a lot, Gary. Your dad's a trucker. Hey, you guys, if this ends up just being like 5 or 6 of you, like maybe we should just go get a Google Hangout. Nobody else is up at 10:30 in the morning. Good job, everybody who got up early. Yay, you're out of bed before noon. Yeah, I bet your dad gets off earlier now. Everything, it all changes. Well, Jack, you put your money in the stock market, and I'm sure it is going to come back up. It's going to be a bit, but yesterday, if you watched, as soon as Trump said he wanted to reopen everything within a week or so, all of a sudden stocks shot up. So all that stuff, every time there's a press conference, stocks fall or go up based on what they say. So really watch that. The stocks totally change with that. Oh my God. You better have slept. Sarah, it's your first time waking up at 8 in a while. I'm like still freaking wide awake at 7 a.m., like 6 a.m. I'm like ready to go. It's because of the coffee. Is that who that is? Is that Richard? Siege's BS? Well, so yeah, the stock market definitely, it's going to be a bit. And like, I was talking last night with a friend how, Trump's talking about reopening everything. He hasn't shut anything down. So the problem is that the governors of those states control it. So like Governor Cuomo of New York is the one who's really going to decide whether they go back to work or not. It's not going to be about the government necessarily. Gary, you fall asleep at midnight? That's crazy. Oh, I didn't hear they officially postponed the Olympics? Wow. Well, there's no way. We can't have the Olympics. We can't have anything right now. I really, you guys, I don't think we're going back to school. And I don't really want to say this because I don't want it to be true, but like, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the fall. For real. Like, I don't think we're going back the rest of this year. I think they're just not saying that yet because they don't want to freak us out as teachers and they don't want to freak parents out. But if you look at this from a biological, epidemiological point of view, you can't go back. Every science expert I talk to of my friends who are in medicine say there's no way we can go back because we would be like the center of whatever happened. I know, it's super sad. I really don't think we're going back the rest of the school year. Nobody said that, so don't get me in trouble. But good morning, Owen. But nobody said that to me. Like, I guess we're going back on the 10th, right? But we're not. I mean, there's no way. It is going to skyrocket this week. So you watch those numbers. I made that chart. I guarantee you when we meet after spring break, and I'm actually going to try to do updates over spring break because those numbers are going to skyrocket. There's no way. It is just now getting out of hand. We're jumping in the United States 100,000 cases overnight. Okay? Every day, 100,000 more cases. If you keep amping that up, there's no way we're going back in a few days because we're going to be in the worst of it. Like, I just don't know how we could ever go back. I really don't. And in the fall, I don't know. They canceled state testing. So they canceled state testing. They moved tax date. They canceled the Olympics. Like, I don't know. That's a lot of canceling. I know, Gary, what will happen 10 years from now? It will be interesting. I think this is going to alter our society ugly. If any of us really start to get super sick and in the hospital, Jack, you're not. We're going to send you good vibes. You're not getting sick. I should use Calvin's history Discord. All right. Well, Calvin, and I appreciate you making that. I just need to see how all that works. There's a lot. And I also kind of, I have to go by what admin's thinking too. So I can't just totally run off wild on my own. I know they canceled the NBA season, right? No sports, no nothing. It's pretty intense. Oh, Comic-Con is going to be canceled. When is the Comic-Con, Gary? That's definitely getting canceled. No, Jack, I know you're already sick, but we're sending vibes. You're not going to get really sick. We're not sick. We're sending you positive, buddy. Sending you positive. Okay, Peter, if we don't go back at all, then yeah, we'll come up with something else. They may move us to a whole new platform. I guess the district, Alameda School District, has some platform, and then we would be required to use that probably. Honestly, they're already thinking about that stuff. So I know. Well, there's a lot to learn here. Yeah, SAT stuff is being moved to the fall. It's pretty crazy. Hi, Liza. Good morning. Look at you out of bed. I'm so proud of you. Um, well, I mean, really, Kaiser was already going to online doctor visits. Amira said, a lot of people think they'll keep online doctor visits. A lot of stuff was going online, if you think about it. Grocery shopping, appointments. Like, I have not actually really been to a doctor. Every time I call, they're like, oh, we can just get you that now. We can just talk to you now on the internet. Like, a lot of that stuff is changing. My concern is that then we just say, okay, well, we don't need schools. And I think that there is a lot being lost. Yeah, we could talk online. Yeah, we could do this. I can come up with lessons. But there's a lot of teachers across the country not doing anything. And they're just assigning Khan Academy and that's it. So it's not good. Oh, good morning, Abdul. So we're just going to throw in everybody from all over. All right. Well, yeah, people are actually starting to use, all of this online stuff, but we'll see what happens. There has been people, Gary, who have committed suicide. There's been a few cases around the world of people who found out that they had it and ended up killing themselves. Yeah, it's super sad. But there's some people who are really totally freaked out by this, and they're not willing to even find out what happens to them, or they're afraid they're going to get their family sick, right? So they just kind of give up. Thank you, Peter. That's sad. I'm sorry you guys are only doing Khan Academy for math. That's sad. I'm sorry. I know you guys have really gotten gypped with math this year because of everything with not having teachers. Now we don't even have a school. So I'm sorry. I know. Khan Academy is not, I think for math, I guess it would be more challenging. I feel like I can have a history discussion. I can do that a little bit easier. Math would definitely be harder. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't choose that topic right now. This is the thing about finding a replacement for Mr. Bilal. To find people who teach math and science that are not already like working in the tech industry where they can make more money, it's really hard to find teachers. Like, I know we've been interviewing some other positions, but we haven't had any candidates. There hasn't been anybody who's applying for that. So that's pretty intense. Oh, I'm sorry. Who is the Dejeki? VDEKJE. Who is that? Just be honest, what, Logan? Okay, so who's spending the most amount of their time just playing video games? Oh, death in some other language. What other language, Calvin? I know math is bad, Logan, with Mr. Bilal gone. I know. Like, your admin team is basically trying to be Mr. Bilal. You know how hard that is? Like, if you just said to me, hey, you're going to now teach geometry, I'd be like, okay. Like, that would not work. Like, that's crazy hard. I'm sorry, Sarah. You guys are like, so sad you're learning math off of the internet. That's sad. I know. It's bad. It's really hard. That's cool, Gary. You're drawing. Albanian for death. Nice. Abdul, you just got to try to work hard. That's all I can say. Oh, so Logan's playing video games, but he's whining. Okay, I get it now, Logan. I see how it is. Building Legos? Who's building Legos? I know. You guys hate math. My God. Like, come on now. It can't be that bad. You guys are making me want to take up video games just so we can hang out. They're like, oh, okay, here we go. I'll just play video games. I'm building Legos. Nice. I should have brought my Legos home. My Legos are at school. I know you hate math class. I'm sorry. I wish I could make it better. If you guys have an idea you want me to pass on to admin while you're doing this, I don't know. Do you want me to see if they can find somebody who could do some online lessons? I don't know. Oh my God. I want to go to school and actually do knowledge. I want to go to school. Did you know I'm not even allowed in the building? If we go there, we have to have all this permission and they have to wipe down the room after we leave. It's crazy. I'm not even allowed to go get stuff. Nice Lego models. Get Minecraft. Logan, you're hilarious. I know you guys are, I know this is not everybody's favorite. I can tell who's really hating this and who's not. And I definitely hate it. It's a good question, Sarah. Why can't they give a math course online? I don't know. I could ask them. I mean, maybe they should. Maybe Ingenuity, like there's some seniors who are making up classes that they didn't pass on that. So I don't know. I could ask them. I'm willing to talk to them. I'll ask. Okay, Calvin, I get it. I just have to talk to admin. They've kind of got some rules around what we can use and what we can't. So I just need to talk to them about that. And they haven't checked in with me yet this week. So I'm running rogue. Nobody's checking in on me. Nobody's watching what I'm doing. Ah. And now I can't cuss because we're online. So that sucks. Yeah, I saw that survey. I know, Calvin. I know they can use it. I'll just have to talk to them. You don't mind being in your house for a week, Gary. It's going to be way more than a week, my friend. Way more than a week. Abdulaziz, no. Just stop. We're not doing that. I'm just advertising. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. So, tell me what you guys thought about like any of the stuff, the information I posted. Tell me some thoughts you've been having. Like, share with me. I want to hear our questions. Yeah, it's going to be a couple of months, Gary. Seriously. I bet we are not allowed out. I'm going to say the end of June. It's about to get seriously freaking bad. You might mind in another month. Like if you think about it. It might be a year. I don't know. If it's a year, if we're seriously under this for a year, one, there's probably going to be bad things are going to start to happen. Like the purge is going to get real. It's Calvin, Logan. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Owen. Like a year of this, I can't even imagine. Yeah, I know, right? To go get groceries is now like exciting. End of June. No, I'm really serious, Sarah. I don't know how we can go out. If you guys look at how a pandemic works, okay? The way this is going to unfold, to flatten the curve, it's not a couple of weeks. To flatten the curve means no activity. So here's what, like some people are suggesting what needs to happen is there would be rotations. So like say, okay, my street, we get to go to the grocery store on Monday morning and the next street goes Monday afternoon and they just rotate and like you're not allowed out. Like they could put the National Guard out and like you're not allowed to leave. I did hear, and I haven't been able to verify for this, so if somebody actually finds it, tell me because I want to see it. But there was someone had recorded a TV screen and it showed that they're arresting people if you're out driving in Oakland past 10 o'clock and they pull you over and you don't actually have a serious place you're going. Like if you're like just driving or I'm going to my friends or like it's not a legitimate, like I'm going to the emergency room, I'm caring for my mother or whatever, they're arresting you and you're serving jail time and $1,000 fine. And I think that stuff's just going to get crazier. Easier to send money. Yeah, they're going to have to do something for sure, Jack. It is bad staying inside, Logan, but we have to do something. China's on the mend. So this is like actually improving. And that's encouraging, but they've been quarantined for 4 months. So like we're looking at it going, sweet, China's on the mend. Yeah, China's on the mend because they're way ahead of us on this. We're not ahead on that. So, um, yeah, that's possible. It could be that we are on lockdown to summer and then it gets a little bit hotter and then winter comes again. I just hate to say this, you guys. This is not like the flu. This is different. So, yes, the heat may help, but it's not the same. And if you listen to Dr. Anthony Fauci, he'll talk about that. He'll say it doesn't really quite work like that. So, it may not actually fix it. Oh my God, Logan, stop whining about 50 minutes. We're in class 50 minutes all the time. Just stop. My God, one video is 50 minutes and then you freak out. Just stop. You're not dying. Mira, you're starting to forget people's voices sound like that's funny. Hospitals are gonna be overwhelmed though. Dude, listen to me. Last night, when I was watching the news, 3,000 people are in fake ICUs. They're opening field hospitals. They're putting ships out on the coast to act as ICU units. So there's a medical ship that's parked off the coast of LA right now that can be moved up here or moved down there, wherever it needs to go. It's only ICU beds. That's why they're bringing that in. This is the thing. They're going to get overwhelmed. The hospitals are already packed. Karen mentioned the other night, her mom's a nurse. They're making decisions as to who they think they can even test because that's based on whether you could really recover or not. Hospitals in Seattle are choosing who to treat. So Gary says, didn't China accuse the U.S. of starting coronavirus? There's some conspiracy theories out there that we were trying to make biological weapons and it got out of control. So I don't know if I agree with that, but it's kind of crazy. So again, meaning that he would be called into service? Is that what you mean? We need to make the graph go up and down, Calvin. What are you talking about? No, I know people are sleeping wherever they can in hospitals. It's bad. Did you know that they called and asked if we had any laminating sheets that they could turn into shields, face shields? Laminating sheets, like the kind of plastic you put over an announcement that we hang up in the classroom. They're wanting those laminating sheets so they can make face shields. That's crazy. Conspiracy theories are funny, but sometimes conspiracy theories have a little bit of truth in them. That's the kind of thing. Which part's depressing, Peter? All of it? No, all of it's depressing. I don't know. It's really going to, you guys, it's just going to spike for a long time. This is not going to be like a week-long spike. President made it sound yesterday like it would spike and then it'll be all better next week. No. This bad spike of jumping 100,000 cases overnight is going to get worse. I bet you we're jumping 200,000 cases by next week, especially when they get more tests out. I mean, you have to consider that's not even all the people getting tested, you guys. That's not all the people getting tested. If we could do tests for everybody, it would be bad. Space colonies. Okay, Gary, that's a little bit of a jump. Let's not make space colonies just yet. That's really crazy. You guys are taking every bad movie that's ever happened, quit watching Netflix. But it's intense. Man, if we have no internet, like, get ready to write letters. Y'all are going to find out how to make a stamp and an envelope make happen. I know. If we didn't have internet, like, how would banking go on? How would anything go on right now? Like, it's pretty intense. I mean, we wouldn't have school. And, I was thinking about, like, okay, you guys can recover, like, you know how to write and read, but, like, think about little kids that are just learning to read and write. They don't have real good teaching right now. This could totally change how they're able to do anything, and that's scary. I don't mean how to make a stamp. I meant, you know what I meant. Oh my gosh. They're not making space colony. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's not a colony. They have space stations, and that's where all of the astronauts are going from different countries, but there's not like what kind of stupid things, Logan? Here's the deal. The whole reason we don't have any money yet, the whole reason nothing's taken care of is because your government's sitting there debating on whether we should bail out all of these big fancy companies or whether we should bail out the baby companies. Do you bail out small businesses or do you bail out big businesses? Okay, maybe Amira, it's possible if you have a bunch of money, but I'm not sure that's where our focus is right now. Nobody's going to be spending money on space crap right now. A day when we're like, it's not good. Like, I'm kind of scared because I don't really know how to address you when that happens. Like, that's a whole new level of Rickard honesty, right? Um, well, if we're putting money in the Kennedy Performing Arts Center right now, that's stupid. I agree with that. That's not going to help anything. Maybe better than on rich people, but the rich people are going to get their money. Don't you think that they're not going to get their money? They're going to get their money like big time. Art institutions have taken a big hit. Seriously, you're right, Owen, but I don't know. It's kind of crazy. If you think about like what's going on, I don't know how we're going to, like, art will transform, honestly. I mean, art will become something new. Like, it'll all be the streaming stuff. I mean, Disney released movies faster than they should have to their Disney Plus. Like, people are live streaming lots. No, I agree. We should give it to the people and the small businesses and the grocery stores, the restaurants, small restaurants, and pay to have the restaurants pay their staff and pay their rent, and then let people deal with it. And hospitals, yeah, that's true. We're not putting money in the hospitals. That, I'll tell you what, that's really the biggest problem here. We're about to really realize how screwed up our healthcare system is. And that was the same thing that happened with HIV. Like, we really weren't prepared for pandemics in general. We're not prepared for pandemics. And now we're being tested. And it's not gonna, they're not gonna be, it's not gonna be good. Well, they're the only thing open to the public, Logan, but it's also like critical. I mean, if we don't have rest or grocery stores, we're screwed. You can't have that. And the thing is, they keep saying there's not a shortage of food. There's people hoarding, but there's not a shortage of food. So don't freak out. There really is not going to be a food shortage. Well, immediately. I don't know. Shoot. I feel like I don't even want to make predictions because it's just like frightening right now to say that. And nobody's prepared. Everybody was saying, I thought we were all supposed to have like enough water and food for like an earthquake. Like, nobody was prepared, clearly. And our hospitals were not prepared. They were, well, I was watching an interview last night with a hospital in, New Mexico, the governor of New Mexico, and they had seen this coming. And so months ago, they started ordering supplies. So they're actually totally stocked up and handling it better than anybody else, and their cases are already dropping. But like, we weren't prepared in California for that. And, then Trump's administration got rid of like the group that was supposed to take care of pandemics 2 years ago. So we kind of were not ready for any of this. It's bad. Well, some of the stuff going off the grocery store shelves is pretty fast, but others, it's interesting though. People are not really thinking about what they should buy, and they're kind of panic buying. I did notice there's lots of chips and soda. Nobody's buying that shit anymore. Nobody's buying that. Yeah, I know, Gary, right? Like, we were joking how the week before, like the last week we saw each other, right? It was like a full moon and Friday the 13th and like all these things in one week, and we thought that was going to be a bad week. Well, it's not just Trump. I mean, it's our Congress, it's a lot of people. I'm not blaming it on just Trump. It's a lot of people. We were not prepared because we put money into other things and we're prepared for war, and that's good, but we also need to prepare for at home. I think we just thought we're not vulnerable. Like, those pandemics happen other places. They don't happen to us. It's not happening to us. That's why with HIV at first they were like, no, it's just this one group. It's not going to be everybody because it can't possibly be everybody. Yeah, it's not going to be like the Spanish flu. It's totally different. This virus is different than the Spanish flu. It's not going to be like that at all. It's both sides. You're right, Logan. It is. It is. It's Democrats and Republicans, and the fact that they're fighting over stuff when people don't have jobs is crazy. A good guy with the gun's the only solution to a virus. Oh my god. Yeah, we were all excited for the new year. Oh, whoops! Except for this one virus. Yeah, we're not going. We're just not going to go back to school. We're never going back to school. I don't it's so weird. I feel like we all got separated or punished or something. Did you see that meme where it was like Mother Nature just send us all to our rooms to make us think about what we've done? That's how I feel for real. She did. She's like, you guys can just go to your room and think about this for like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I don't know. I'll just see how long I feel like. No, this is a war. This is World War III in a sense. It'll be a different war. It's gonna stand out. It's gonna stand out different than the Spanish flu, simply because of how interconnected we are globally. Like, here's the thing: we don't even have enough supplies, partly because we put all of our manufacturing overseas, right? So we put all this manufacturing overseas, and then China gets sick, and then they can't produce everything, and then they come back. We're like, then we can't send you all the stuff you need. So, like, we need to rethink manufacturing. Yes, we should have some overseas, but we need to have some here too, because we're actually not prepared for a shutdown like that. Um, yeah, right. This will be what starts World War III because everybody will be finger pointing. That's scary. Oh my God, Calvin, you're hilarious. It could have secretly been Russia. You better hope it's not us. Secretly, not us. I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy theory right now about how this got out. So I'll tell you what, I just say after I can watch how they can make secret plans of how to bomb countries after like all this time, and they set aside these like Hiroshima and Nagasaki for more than 2 years before would they even finish the bomb. Like that tells me our government can do whatever. So, and all governments, Russia could be doing that, China could be doing that. Like they could have also released it. Talk about population control if you're China. You just wiped out a bunch of people. Like get everybody's sympathy in the world? I don't know. I'm gonna throw the UK in there too. Okay. Nice finger pointing, Logan. It could be. I don't know. Like, and I might. You guys might be still alive. I'm probably dead by the time they release that information. It is scary. We're good at hiding stuff. It is scary. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's pretty intense to think about. Um, do you guys want to talk for a little bit? Um, I don't want to move it to Discord, so Calvin, just stop. Just don't even say it right now. Everybody's good at hiding stuff except China. That's not true, Logan. China's hiding a lot of shit. What are you talking about? That is not true. There are some masters at hiding stuff. They didn't even tell us they had this going on for a bit. Like they kept this secret for a little while. So no, China's masterful at keeping stuff quiet for real. There's not very many of you. Do you guys want to move it to um, Google Class or not Google Classroom, but Google Chat? Anybody? Now you guys are like, oh, you gave up. Or we can just do it another day and I'll check into Discord, Calvin. It's cool. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys all a link. Okay, so you can get out this live stream. Okay, I'm gonna send everybody a little link here. So Peter, Amira, Logan, I'll send you guys all a little link here. Let me just do that really quick. Hold on, let me try to figure that out. Okay, well, Mira's done. Okay, bye, Mira. Okay, I'm gonna go invite you guys that have been talking on here. I'm gonna go invite you to join this. So I'm gonna end the stream right now, but I'm gonna go invite you guys to do a chat. If you don't get an invite and you want to be a part of this, then just let me know so that I can add you in or email me or talk to me. Okay, Jack, if you want to, you can. All right, Richard Flores. All right, I got you. Okay, so I'm gonna go make this. And if you don't get added and you want to be added in a minute, then go ahead and click on it. But I want to end this live stream before it gets to be 50 minutes and Logan's mad again. So, let's put the link here. Okay, I don't know how to really. All right, I'll see. I'll just put it in here and we'll see who's up for it. Okay. All right. Bye. Love you guys.